What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to be doing the Legendary Beast on Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. You need to have already done the Reggies in Raminus Park before this, otherwise they will not unlock. And you need to have enough Mysterious Shards to unlock the slates for each of the beasts. Also, obviously this is post-game content, so you need to have already got given the National Dex. So you want to head inside here. We've already done the Discovery Slate. I'm not sure what you can still buy them for. I'm kind of curious if anyone actually knows about that. Drop a comment. We're going to want the Johto Slate. So I don't have lots of large ones left, but I do have 3 small ones, which still equal 1 large. So it sort of does the job there. I've got 19 of them and mining a lot to get all of these. So we want 3 of them. We want 1 for Raikou, Entei, and Suicune. And I'm going to be showing you how to capture all of them. And, of course, the little cave they come in. They're really, really cool. Last episode, we did the Reggies and Regigigas all in one episode. So if you want to check that out, that video is on my channel already. And you need to have done at least the first 3 Reggies and stuff like that. You don't need to do, don't think you need to do Snow Point Temple. Okay, so here is the Johto room here. Looking pretty fresh. As you can see, there's pedestals on here. So before you do this, like with any shiny hunt, you need to make sure you save first. And we're going to put in the first Johto Slate, or the little cartridge in the slot. Now, the Pokemon will just put you straight into a battle here. And you'll be doing Suicune as your first Pokemon. Now, I'm going to be using a combination of Luxray and Honchkrow just to get Suicune's health down here. I'd suggest Thunder Wave, right? Now, the moves that Suicune has got are as follows. It's got Extra Sentry, Surf, Mirror Coat, and Rain Dance. So just be careful if you're doing special damage with Mirror Coat, you might get wrecked. So I'd probably suggest probably some physical moves or some fixed damage moves. Suicune hits fairly hard in the rain with Rain Dance and Surf, and it's also level 72. So make sure you've got an appropriate team to come actually into that. Maybe even use some of the legendaries you've already caught, like maybe even like some of the Reggies you just caught. Maybe not Regirock though. So yeah, anyway, just paralyze your Pokemon here, and you just want to get its health down, of course, into the red like usual. In this video, I'm going to be just getting the health down to red, and then throwing a ball that I'm not going to show you too many of my failed attempts here. This one didn't take very long. I think I got this in about 10 minutes or so. I did have a lot of problems with one of the ones after this. It took me a little while. Now, we got a Suicune using Rain Dance here, and as I said, it starts it really, really hard with Surf after that, so just bear that in mind. Maybe you want to swap in another Pokemon. A decent Pokemon to swap in to tank a lot of hits could be Giratina if you've already got that. So Suicune's got very high base defense, so using physical moves on it is a good way to, just get its health down really low. I like using just a move like Peck because it only does a little bit of damage there. And even if you crit, well, it's not going to do a lot of damage either. So I ended up getting taken out by the Suicune, and I ended up swapping my Regice in later on, and I threw a Ultra Ball at it, and we ended up getting the very first Legendary Beast. So there you go. That's how to get the Suicune and capturing Suicune. Let's get on to the next one. Now, the next one is going to be Entei. This gave me quite a bit of trouble because it just didn't get in the ball. It was very, very annoying. So once again, you want like a lot of Ultra Balls too. I just did the Elite Four again to get some money, but I'm sure there's lots of money making methods in the game already. So this time, these pedestal was going to start on the right there, with Suicune being on the right. Last time it went on the left with the Reggies, which was kind of interesting. So this one's obviously going to be in the middle, and it is going to be not Raikou, Entei. So, the moves that it gets. So, it's level 70, just like Suicune. It gets Extra Sentry, Lava Plume, Swagger, and Sunny Day. So, if you have a Heatran, that's not a bad Pokemon to swap in there. The only thing about Heatran is it does have pressure, so it will use its moves up a little bit faster, right? So, first things first, we're going to paralyze the opponent. Either do this with my Honchkrow or with my Luxray. You could use Absol here with False Swipe. That works very, very nicely too. Entei doesn't have any way of getting his health back. So a False Swipe Pokemon, that'd work perfectly there. On any of these, really, that would do the job. None of them really have healing moves. It's when you got, like, healing moves, which are really annoying, or stuff like a couple of, I'm trying to think of some ones in the, like, Aqua Ring and Rest and those sort of moves. They can be very, very annoying, so they're not, false swipe isn't as good there. So this thing is going to be annoying too if you are trying to actually attack it. It does have swagger. So, yeah, so just probably don't use any physical moves on this at all, unless you're using false swipe, of course. That'll help you out, because you could end up one-shotting it, right? I'm just using fixed damage moves like Nightshade, so I've got no risk to, taking the Entei out. Entei just kept spamming swagger over and over and over again, basically. So we just want, once again, we just want to put Entei on the lowest amount of health here, and we'll throw another Ultra Ball at it there, right? And once again, if you do want a shiny hunt, you need to save before each individual one of these, otherwise you won't be able to get him. So one more Nitro will put Entei in range of me throwing a Ultra Ball here. Man, I've used this Honchkrow a lot, like, throughout all the legendary battles. I mean, it hasn't even been, like, super high level either. Like, the combination of the Honchkrow and the Luxray has worked very, very nicely for me. And just putting the fixed damage moves. And you can get, like, a bulkier Pokemon. I was thinking, like, maybe like a Ghost type. Like I know you can get Dusclops. That'd be quite... Or Dusknoir. That'd be really bulky with the Nightshade. Here I actually ended up throwing a Great Ball at it because I ran out of Ultra Balls because it took so long to capture. I think that took me at least, 15, 20 minutes to capture that of just constantly tossing Ultra Balls. It kept breaking out every single time. But finally I got it in the end there. And that is Entei done. So all we want to do is do Raikou now. Now this one is a little bit more annoying because it is electric type. So you won't be able to get away with using Thunder Wave on it. So my suggestion here would be is you probably need to put it to sleep with a sleeping Pokemon. So maybe something like a couple of suggestions I could say, maybe Parasect or Breloom, they know Spore, or just any number of Hypnosis Pokemon. So I just went out there to heal up my Pokemon and get some more money and stuff so I could buy some more Ultra Balls. And here we go. Here's our last legendary beast here. This is Raikou. And of course, it's level 70. It's got Extra Sentry, Discharge, Reflect, and Rain Dance. So if you can get a Pokemon that resists Extra Sentry and Discharge, you're pretty much going to be good here. Like, I thought Luxray would be a nice swap in here. Like, Extra Sentry really doesn't do too much damage. Like, most of the sets that kind of have similar moves, like, they've all got Extra Sentry, and they've all got, like, a, Rain Dance, Sunny Day, and those sort of moves there. So they don't really do too much damage. It's just a pain in the rear to actually get. Now, at this point in time, I didn't have a Spore Pokemon, so I was thinking, I want to see if I can actually capture the Raikou just putting on, like, a lower amount of health without statusing him. Obviously, this is going to be nowhere near as effective actually putting a Pokemon to sleep or something like that, right? So I would suggest just getting a sleeping Pokemon. Spore's quite good because it doesn't miss. Hypnosis is kind of shakier and actually, but if you want to do that, you can as well. I was just simply using Crunch on it because I knew, like, with Reflect up there, it would be, like, a lot more bulky on the defensive side, so I hit it, like, a number of times. Once again, here, a Pokemon False Swipe would definitely be handy here, getting your Raikou's health down there, and then simply putting it to sleep or something like that. Since you can't paralyze it. You don't want to burn it or anything like that because burn will do extra damage. If you can freeze it, then go right ahead, but they'd be very, very lucky to get that. So, yeah, just put it to sleep with any number of sleepy Pokemon you can get in the game there. Just, I was thinking, like, Parasect would do pretty good. Like, Parasect, or not Breloom, though, because it's weak to extra energy, so I'd go with Parasect if you can go about getting that one. And there's some other Hypnosis Pokemon you can choose to as well. That's be my advice to get that. So I started throwing a couple of Ultra Balls at the Raikou here. This one obviously took a long time. It was more of a challenge run. I was thinking, well, since I saved beforehand, right, I could simply just go get a Pokemon with Spore or Hypnosis and, come back and get that. Another move you could use as well is Yawn. That could be another one too. It never misses. And then what it does, right, is use Yawn, and the next turn the Pokemon will go to sleep. So that'd be another good move too if you're worried about actually, or, difficult moves to get like Spore, because only a few Pokemon actually get that. I'm pretty sure Smeargle is in the game too, so that'll be an interesting one you could probably use to get these as well. I'm just simply going through quickly with my legendary Pokemon here. So I think I got this. I was very, very actually close to going through some of the balls that I actually bought here, which is kind of bad there. So I had I think I had like 7. I think I used about 30 to 40 on this. And I did get it on my very first go. All the legendary Pokemon I got on my first go, I never had to reset them because, they never struggled out or I fainted them or ran out of balls. So there you go. That's Raikou caught. That's all of the legendary beasts caught. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's have a look at the cool little cutscene here at the end with all our completed statues. We'll put the Raikou in the box. So back in the box there, Raikau. I didn't get any super amazing like natures or anything either, which is to be expected. Now, if you want to use natures, you can probably use a synchronized Pokemon. That works too. Or you can just use a nature min, I heard there in the game. So there you go. There's the that's pretty cool. There's the legendary beast statues that look really nice. And that's pretty much it there. That's how you go about getting them. Now, this unlocks further slates for you to get as well, which I'll be covering in the next episode, I believe. I think I'll be covering, earlier I did the Reggies, I'll be covering Koga, Groudon, and Rayquaza next episode, and then we'll probably have a look at Mewtwo. So I'd say I get all of those 4 videos up today. I'll grab my little statues there, of course, can't miss out on the statues. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the video, I hope it helped, and I'll catch you for the next 3 legendaries a little bit later on. Peace out, people.